Let's say you and I are going out to get ice cream, and this ice cream parlor has 30 different flavors to choose from. You picked the chocolate, and I picked the strawberry ice cream. Now, what physicists and neuroscientists today are saying is that you and I were always going to pick the same ice cream. Even if we rewound time and played that scenario over and over again, we were always going to make the same choices. You see, this initial idea made me sick. It made me deeply upset and kind of filled with rage. And this is because people were pitching the idea that nobody had any free will, that you and I never made choices. But allow me to make this clear. Even if none of us have any free will, you and I still make decisions. And those decisions are weighed against us as a static form within the universe. Those decisions are still our fate. And that fate is you and I. It is us. Please allow me to explain. Let's imagine that we're all snowflakes. Special snowflakes, of course. As you may have heard, every single snowflake is absolutely unique. For each snowflake that falls, its structure is unique. This structure is its identity. Its identity is what allows it to be discerned as unique among all snowflakes. But its structure is absolutely dependent on causality, and each snowflake holds its own special place in space-time. If we held a godlike mind, we may even be able to trace the causality and explain exactly how any given snowflake formed, how high it was when it evaporated as water, how many water molecules it had in its structure as it froze, what other snowflakes bumped into it as it fell. We could even trace the water all the way back to the days that it was peed out by a triceratops. All of this is a chain of causality, and without it, the snowflake would have no identity. And this causality is what the snowflake is made up of. And if it wasn't, it would have no identity. It would not be unique in any way, and it may not even exist at all. Now, it is my understanding that the universe at a quantum level is always fighting with itself in order to exist, in order to maintain some sort of steady state in reality. Particles phase in and out of existence, and as far as we know, this very causal universe sets in a bed of quantum unpredictability that amasses itself into some steady state that compounds and makes things like atoms, molecules, snowflakes, and people like me and you. So it is no small chore for the universe to make a snowflake, or to make me and you, and allow us to maintain homeostasis. We require so much tremendous energy exchange in order to maintain this form, to maintain this identity. So the next time you feel bad about making a decision, and you feel angry at God for chaining you to a universe where choice is an illusion, remember your true identity. Remember that chain of causation that allowed you to pick chocolate ice cream. You see, I chose strawberry ice cream initially because it reminds me of my mother. Strawberry ice cream is my favorite, although I haven't met any ice cream yet that I didn't like. But I chose strawberry ice cream because my mother would give us strawberry Nesquik when we were little. And my mother would give me strawberry Nesquik because we lived in New England and there were plenty of Dunkin' Donuts around. And she chose to move to New England because we wanted to live in Salem, Massachusetts, which was the witch capital of America. And my mother wanted to move to the witch capital of America because she was raised under a harsh Christian family that tended to abuse her. And that family abused her for reasons that I do not know, whilst they lived in the state of Alabama. And those people lived in Alabama because they were both immigrants, one from Ireland and one from Germany, that decided to build a house there to escape whatever they escaped from. You see, no matter how far we go back, my choice for strawberry ice cream was probably set way back then. In fact, the choice was made by the entire cosmos. No matter how goofy that may sound, every choice you and I make is made by the entire universe and the bed of the universe in which that universe sleeps in. And just like the snowflake, that entire chain of causality is my identity. Without those events, I would not be here in front of this camera talking to you in this form. When we make choices, we weigh future options against our internal state and choose based on causality. And without that causality, you and I would not exist at all. We are all waves in the universe, unique and wonderful. None of us are mistakes or accidents, and even if our choices were always going to be the same every time, we still get to choose. We, the universe, choose and explore the unknown future by preserving our waveform as best we can, preserving the chain of causality that is you and I. So never despair, and please enjoy your ice cream, because you and I picked it after all. This is Nick Newman with the Conscienticon, and if you enjoyed this content, please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you really enjoyed this content, become a patron, where you will get access to exclusive ebooks for free and videos that I produce privately there. And I thank all of you for supporting us and helping us spread practical, spiritual, occult wisdom.